escape me. I don't know that. Segula. Turn to someone next to you and tell them, you're a Segula. One of the purposes in our hearts for opening these doors every month is to bring a treasure into our city. And it's happened for years. Chuck Pierce, Jeffrey Seif, Asher Intrader, voices that God has put his finger on. And it's our delight to share these treasures with you. Did you know, Dr. Seif, that Jacksonville is the city where the first hymns were sung on the North American continent? 17.6 miles from right where we stand. I made that up. Because you have now so thoroughly embarrassed my understanding of where I live. Now, he's from Texas. Do you know what Texas means? Or how about the word Dallas? Do you? You do know? That's a professor's way of saying, I have no idea. As I have no idea, I just was trying to get some points here somewhere. Before we dismiss tonight, I would like to share a verse with you. I discovered it while asking the Lord for songs for the new project in Jerusalem. And I think just quite by divine direction, he took me over to Zechariah chapter 9. And don't bother looking at it now. The whole chapter is worthy of a professorial dissecting. But he says this: return to your fortress, you prisoners of hope. He's talking about a regathering. He's talking about prophetically what he's going to do in the last days to fulfill his promises to his friend Avram, later called Abraham. Indeed, I believe that tonight we're here because he is still fulfilling his promises to his friend Abraham. You heard it several times from Dr. Seif, quoting from Bereshit, beginnings, Genesis chapter 12. He said to Avram, through you all the families, say all the families of the earth will be blessed. He's still fulfilling his promise to his friend. There there's a modern psalmist who's gained quite a bit of notoriety over the last decade or maybe 15 years, who wrote a song, "I am a friend of God. He calls me friend." You might have difficulty saying those words with real faith tonight. But if your life is hidden with this Messiah, in him, you are his friend. And what he says, he will fulfill. And speaking through the prophet Zechariah many years ago, he said, "Return to this fortress, you prisoners of hope." And as I spent a few moments on that thought, I remembered that the name of the Lord is a fortress, a strong tower of safety. And the scriptures tell us that those who run into him are safe or saved or restored or protected, covered, renewed, provided. And I'm just impressed tonight that he's saying to some of us in here, return to my name. Return to the fortress of my name, of the re-embracing of this covenant. I'm a strong tower of safety. Come in and be my friend, and I'll fulfill my word to you. And then we become that salt, that light, that extends the same grace wherever we go. We shift the atmosphere. We change the conversation. We redirect the focus from the problem to the problem solver. I want to invite you tonight. He may be speaking directly into your heart. And I'd like to give you an opportunity. Would you bow your heads with me for just a moment? We're going to have a Baptist moment here for just a second. If you'll bow your head and just close your eyes, because I'd like to give a couple of people who I know God is speaking to the dignity of a quiet moment, just the two of you. And you might be saying, Lord, I need to return to the safety of your name. And that can mean a lot of different things to a lot of different people. But the door is open wide. We sang it tonight. In your presence, it's where I belong. And he's inviting you to run back to his presence tonight. Because you are a prisoner of that hope that he loves you. You are a prisoner of that hope that what he said he will do. And he's saying right now, just make a decision and run back to the safety of my name. I'm a fortress because you are my prisoner of hope. And that hope will not be deferred. I'll fill it full. And that hope will turn to faith. And that faith will produce the substance of what you've hoped for. If you'd say, Paul, I know this is He's speaking to me right now.
Just lift your hand and tell the Lord, I'm responding now. Here I come.
Go ahead, just lift your hand. Just you and him. I'm not going to ask you to stand. I'm not going to ask you to come forward. I'm not going to sing a song over you. I want you to have an opportunity to say, Lord, I hear your voice. And I'm running to the safety of your name. Because there's a name above every other. The strong tower, Yeshua HaMashiach, Jesus our Messiah. There's no other name given to men under heaven by which we might be safe, saved, whole, restored. I saw a few hands. Anyone else?
Just you and him. Lord, here I am. I'm running to the safety of your name right now.
Lord, I thank you tonight for your word. Thank you that it's eternal. Thank you that it accomplishes what you sent it to do. I'd like to dismiss you with this ancient blessing, thousands of years old, also found in the Torah, kept and protected by those pesky Jewish people. In Numbers chapter 6, the Lord spoke to Moses and to Aaron, and he said, when you speak over my people, declare these words. He said, when you do, I will do two things. Please hear these two things that he promised he would do. He said, I will place my name on them. Run to the safety of my name, you prisoners of hope. He said, I will place my name on them, and I, Jehovah, will bless them. Would you stand tonight with me? Just place your hands in a position of receiving. Because I believe that this God who blesses is about to deposit some things in your life. And now may the Lord bless you and keep you. May the Lord make his face shine upon you and be gracious unto you. And may the Lord lift up his countenance upon you and give you his peace.
יברכך אדוני וישמרך. יאר אדוני פניו אליך ויחונך. יישא אדוני וישם לך שלום. B'Shem Yeshua HaMashiach, Sar Shalom. In the name of Yeshua, Jesus, our Messiah, who is the Prince of all peace, the King of all kings, whose name is a strong and mighty fortress. Run to the fortress, you prisoners of hope.
Lord some thanks tonight. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord. All right, I warned you earlier, we are going to rush away. I've already spoken more than I was supposed to. I was rebuked formally from the platform. We do have some wonderful refreshments for you. Hang out, meet some folks, enjoy, and have a great Shabbat. We'll see you next month, March 2nd, right back here. Shabbat Shalom.